welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tari here at I Will Define Myself, and welcome to Parliament. Okay, welcome if you are new, welcome back if you are returning. This is going to be a monthly message for my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in the sign of Scorpio. Okay, so if that is you, this is going to be your September monthly message, okay, from Spirit. So during this time, I'm going to call Parliament in this session. So I'm going to encourage each and every single one of you to pause during this moment, be in community with us, activate your intuition during this time, okay? Take what resonates, leave what does not, but only you will know in spirit how this, if it does apply directly to your life, okay? With that being stated, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, hello to all of my Scorpios out there. I hope that you all are doing well as much as possible, protecting your peace, your mental, your overall health and well-being, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. We have hater coming through. Hater. Well, okay. Scorpio, do you have somebody hating on you? I don't think that this is your energy. I don't think this is your energy. We have defense mechanism coming through. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Scorpio? New outlook. Okay. Well, if this isn't a very interesting group of cards coming out here, I am going to pull some tarot cards to see if we can clarify some of this energy. I don't see that hater energy being your energy, so you could potentially during the month of September, Scorpio, first of all, you should always be protecting your energy. There's just so many things that you come in contact with, and just a lot of things are energetically connected. And so you should always be protecting your energy as much as possible. Spirit, can we please clarify the hater card for Scorpio? Okay. We have the Eight of Swords come through for this energy. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords energy come through to clarify the haters card. So you could be, oh, hate is such a strong word. Maybe you, I just heard, I hate where I am right now. Like, you don't necessarily care for where you are in life right now. Not that you hate yourself, but you hate your situation. You hate where you've been. You hate feeling like you're stuck. You hate feeling like you are powerless, you know, like you don't have any other place to go. And it really is something that you do hate. And I feel like you maybe use that word a lot to describe it. You don't use, oh, I dislike this, oh, this annoys me. Like, it feels as if you actually use the word hate to describe this energy. Okay, you also have Five of Wands energy coming through. You could be really struggling during this time with your situation versus like the situation that you're in versus like who you are and how those directly correlate with one another. And so I feel like it seems as if there's a disconnect between who you are, because you've probably accomplished certain things in your life and you feel like you should be here, but you're actually here. And so there is also a part of you that is having some issues with your self-image particularly like in the process. Um and it seems as if that could be a struggle for you during the month of September. But then you do have this new outlook card that is also coming out for you. So there is something within you, or something potentially, that really shifts or causes this change to happen with your perspective, as you're not only seeing yourself but your situation. And you have the magician card coming out, and so ultimately you have the power and everything within you to manifest and to create um this vision, or to actuate your dream. Um, sometimes life just happens, right? Like, I'll use myself as an example. I have two master's degrees, and I started working on an EDD, and at one point I thought I wanted to be, this dean and like all of this stuff, and then like life happened. But then there were also moments in my life where working in education, um, it's not necessarily just like a money field, right? Like, until you get higher up into the administrative piece, but then you could actually get very, very far away from the work. And I promise you, I'm going to wrap this up. I say all that to say there have been plenty of times where I have felt like I should be further along because of how I read on paper, but not necessarily considering the bigger scope and concept of things. Okay, so you have some Four of Cups energy that's also coming through. So again, I feel like there's this internal conflict and struggle that you're currently having right now with who you are, where you feel you should be, versus where you actually are, and a disconnect between whether or not you have what it takes to get there. Um, and I know that seems like a lot, and again, that's also a very specific message, but I feel like you need to hear that you will be just fine. And maybe towards the end of September, you will see certain things may pick up, things may change within you. And so it's important for you to tap into that power, tap into that magic within you, right? Um, you are a co-creator, okay, of your life, and you don't necessarily get to control how things unfold or when they unfold, but you do get to control like yourself and how you navigate those spaces, but ultimately how you trust spirit. You sit in furniture every day trusting that it won't fall and break, right? So you have to trust the process, you have to trust your journey. And I also just heard like nothing that you've gone through is in vain. So just remember to take what all you can, okay? All you can from any given situation and or scenario, because trust and believe it was not it was not in vain. So although you may not be able to see it, once you finally get to this certain space or place in your life where you feel like, hey, I've made it, trust me, you will be able to look back and say, oh my gosh, this is why. Like, I would not have been able to do this or do that without this, okay? Whether that's putting this certain skill set on your resume that could get you through the door, like, it could vary, okay? But it's never, ever in vain. Spirit, what other messages do you have coming through for Scorpio during this time? Okay, we had a few pop out, so we will take all of them. Okay, we have disruption coming through. Interestingly enough, that card came out for another group. We have the cowrie shell coming through, which is abundance. Okay, and then we also have never give up on here, motivation. Okay, so this the this all of this directly ties into your overall or general message right now from spirit, okay, which ultimately is that you are exactly where you were supposed to be, Scorpio, okay? Um Abundance is yours, but you need to work on changing your outlook and realize that you're not a victim, okay? This victim mentality that some of you guys may be experiencing right now, or like even the doubt, like, which you will come on the other side of it. I strongly believe by the end of September, but you may just really, because abundance is yours, but you really do need to deal with this internal struggle or conflict that you could have that is causing this disruption, and also too serving as a block in a way of you like really manifesting and co-creating the desires of your heart. Okay, so let's see if we can pull a card from spirit, a crystal card for some energy that you, a crystal you could potentially work closely with that will actually help you with some of this energy. Okay. Let's see, spirit. Any particular, or what crystal energy does Scorpio need to work with during this time? Okay, we have fluorite coming through. Fluorite, who needs it? The perpetually distracted, anyone with a vision worth sticking to. Okay, so stay in it. You're in it for the long haul. When to use it: when you want to take an uninterrupted 20 minutes to meditate, an hour to finish a book, or a lifetime to concentrate on your unique calling here on earth. Sharpen your focus. Okay, fluorite. Alrighty, Scorpios, that is all I have for you for the month of September. I hope that this message resonated with you. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. There are plenty of more messages where this came from, and I just love being in community with you all, and I love doing this and just being, okay, in the space. I wish you all the best. I'm going to love you and leave you. Until next time.